Hello. Today we're going to be taking a look at a few major updates that will be going into Core on Monday, August 11th. These changes will affect all users that create and manage leads, service requests, and partner referrals, and this means just about everybody out there from sales to your tour team, your member partner team, media, and those folks in the visitor center who work in your consumer module will need to be made aware of these updates. So please be sure to pass this information along to any and all users who might need to use these tools and be aware of this update. In addition to this video that everybody will have access to, there will also be detailed training documentation available up here in our knowledge base. And SimpleView is, as always, available for a live call if you need a little bit of one-on-one training on these tools. So we'll go ahead and jump right in. And those of you who work in meeting sales and build leads have probably already seen this update. It went live out to that area just a little while ago. And we're now passing this update on to a bunch of other areas, including areas in the meeting sales database, but to help everybody else and all the other user groups kind of facilitate they manage their facilities. So the first thing, just a quick review. What we saw and what we updated first in your meeting sales database was on the lead page. In that, when we were going to create leads or send them out, and we came down to this facility search section, we just kind of remodeled the search tools that we see here. Very similar to what we all had in our old database, but hopefully a little bit more user-friendly, and we added a little bit of additional functionality there as well. And what we've done is we've taken this facility search and we've recreated that in all of the other databases that build leads. So in your tour database, in the media database, you'll see this same update under the lead page, and we'll take a quick review of those areas in just a few minutes. We also made this update to the service request page in sales, media, your tour and travel database, and your events database. And we also added the same facility search functionality to the partner referral page, which is used by just about all departments, but I think primarily by your meeting sales, tour, media, and leisure team. So those folks in the visitor center, hopefully makes their life a little bit easier. So again, basically what we're looking at is we're looking at a lead here in meeting sales, and we're trying to select which properties we would like to send this lead out to. And now we see our 4 choices listed right here where we see find properties to receive this opportunity. Now, the simple way, if you just know a handful of businesses, just the name of the businesses you want to send it to, you can just hit by name and just start typing in here the name of the properties. And when you hit add, that's now adding them into the send to section down here. So if I want to just pop in a Hilton, I just start typing, I find the Hilton that I'm looking for, I can just hit add. And as we see, those are becoming the send to properties down below. So that's what we're looking at. Easy ways to find the businesses you want to send your lead to. So move them from available to the send to section. If you want to remove them, we just see the little remove button. It's going to say, are you sure? Are you sure? So you can manage them in that way. Or we've kind of enhanced the functionality we see here with our save searches. So before, when you defaulted to the lead page, you saw your tag options, which you still have. And tags should be major grouping of businesses. So I can really quickly just come in here and say, I'm looking for hotels with meeting space. I'm looking for luxury hotels. I'm looking for bed and breakfasts. So kind of main groupings of business we kind of consider to be tags. Or in another way, think of the top 10 to 15 things, and it's a question for your sales and your tour team. Think about the top 15 things they're being asked when a meeting planner or a tour operator contacts them. Those should be tags. Very simple. Those are member partner tags that are tied to our businesses in our member partner database. Again, so we can just quickly pull up a list of hotels with meeting space, luxury hotels, convention center hotels, those big groupings that we're asked for all of the time. But sometimes it gets much more refined, and we're asked to build a list of, or to send this lead to a specific list of hotels based on things like their amenities or what location they're built on. And on the fly, if you're looking for something random, you do have the ability to build a custom search here, which accesses all of the amenity information from your member partner database. So you can build a pretty quick search through here. But this tool does take a little bit of knowledge, and sometimes the people who are using these don't have time to build these searches on the fly, don't exactly know how to build these searches on the fly. And of course, we have additional search documentation and training videos available on that subject. But the whole goal of this tool is to make it as easy as possible. So there's some work your admins can do to assist you to make it, make it easy to work for you. And that would be by setting up some good quality tags through the member partner database, and by building some custom searches through member partner, again in the other user group here in member partner. When we build and save account searches in member partner, so in here we can see that I built some lists of businesses. I build these searches off of things like their amenities. So for example, this was a hotel search that I'm searching off to say, let me just see pet-friendly hotels. Well, again, if that's something your team is being asked for very often, a certain set of amenities and a set of maybe in a specific region, and again, a certain set of amenities, you can create those searches where we just were in member partner. And then when they're saved, they're accessed right here by your sales team, by your tour team, by your media team on the lead sheet. So when I click by Save Search, I now see all of the account saved searches that were created in member partner. And this gives us some additional functionality here. For example, when I hit pet-friendly hotels by region, I now see that I have one search tool, one just search field here. I'm seeing my results, and I can say, okay, I want to include the Adria and the Broadway Hotel, but let me also see, in addition to what's in downtown, what's in the north region, and apply it. And now I'm seeing those specific businesses. So we can add what we call runtime filters to a saved search, which lets our staff quickly come in here. And for example, maybe we're looking for a property that is, looking for a certain banquet capacity. I want hotel meeting space with a specific banquet capacity in a specific region. Well, I grab that saved search, which I created with 2 runtime filters, so I can change it here. I can say, yeah, let me see those that are in the region of downtown that are greater than 500, and that's what I get. But let me see if there's anything in downtown that's greater than 1,000. Oops. And I run that search, and now I'm seeing there was just the Broadway Plaza Hotel. Well, let's check the north. And we run that one, and we see there are a few others that I can add in here. So saved searches built through member partners now have the capacity to have what are called runtime filters placed on the top. You don't need them. Again, to make it as easy as possible, you create a search that is what it is. Like this one is downtown hotels with on-site catering. Doesn't need to be a filter. But if I wanted to look, for example, by something like region, I'm seeing pet-friendly hotels where I can adjust the region. And again, first we'll look in member partner. Those were advanced searches that were created. They are account searches. And on the first page, when we're building a search here and we're choosing what would we like to see, we're defining our filters, we see this new option right here where we can set it by runtime, yes or no. That adds that filter into the search here in member partner, then builds that search underneath your leads in all of the other databases. So now we're going to see where we changed it. I come into tour. So for your tour folks, and I look on the lead page and I go to build a new lead. We come down below, we see our new facility search down here, where they can again search by business name. They can search by their traditional tags. Nothing big has changed there. They could build a custom search on the fly if need be, but hopefully have access to some pre-built save searches where again they can come right here and look for specific types of businesses and have the opportunity to search off of using runtime filters. So we see that, we saw it in meeting sales, we see it under the lead sheet in tour and travel. If I was using the leads database here, in media PR, we're going to see those same changes available on the lead sheet in media PR. So every place we see a lead, the new facility search is changed. Same with service requests. Our sales team, our tour team, everybody else in between, we are also creating service requests from time to time. When we're working with a local member of the media, we see our service request option. When again we're trying to help out with something service related with our tours or with our meeting/convention sales. Again, leads are for room nights. If we have a request that doesn't need room nights, we would only be creating a partner service/service request. If we needed room nights and, say, transportation or catering, we would create the lead and send that to the hotels. Then we would create the service request to send that specific document to our transportation or catering companies. And whether we're in sales, whether we're in tour, whether we're in media, or even when we're in our events database, this works just the same. We're coming down, we're creating our request, we're choosing who to send this to. Maybe we know the name of a couple businesses. We can search by their business name and say, I've always wanted, Hudson Yards Catering. We're going to send this request to them. We could again search by tags, just to simply grab your transportation companies, to grab your catering companies, to grab your meeting facilities companies, simple groupings with that word tag. And then again, we can create saved searches. And that's where a saved search like this guy, I think, really comes into play. A group is looking they have a big group, they just need meeting space, or in addition to their room nights, they needed some meeting space. And they wanted you to look at some options by region. And you have the ability, again, to search by capacity. So they first requested more than, in downtown, and they're going to have more than 500 people. We can run that search and again choose the businesses that meet our catering request or our meeting facility request. And then say, well, maybe, they've considered their backup was the north side of town. We can see those businesses. Maybe it's a different meeting, or later on they come back and they say, well, we've really grown. It's going to be a big year this year. We can then use those filters again. And what we're building, again, all of these searches off of, and really all of your tags, are off of the member partner level and amenities. So valuable and legitimate amenity information is vital to making these tools work. Your extranet is a great way to collect some of that data. If you haven't launched your extranet, let us know, we can assist with that. But again, we saw it there in tour, we saw it here, we will see it here in meeting sales. Just looking at that partner service request page, and I know we're repeating ourselves here, but I want to make sure everybody sees the tool. It's the same thing, and how we use it might differ slightly in the different databases. And one more time, when we're building events, either fam trips or our standard RSVP style events, we may be sending our service requests out, and we see that update there as well. So leads and service requests got the update. But one last spot, and one place I think you can really assist your visitor center team, the folks who are receiving phone calls and getting the walk-ins, that foot traffic all day long, and really helping them to use a tool that's very important to the system, is to help them set up their partner referrals in an easy way, an easy to use way. And partner referrals are a really important piece. For those of you who haven't seen it, as your team is recommending businesses, whether that is to somebody who calls in and says, hey, where should I go to dinner tonight? Or stops by the visitor center and says, I want to take my family to a nice lunch, where somebody that's open, that has outside seating, or these types of things. So your visitor center is getting these questions a lot. Your meeting sales and tour staff are getting these questions a lot. When they meet a new tour planner or meeting planner who has never been to the destination, they may say, hey, give me a list of your downtown hotel properties. We would use partner referrals for that. Media, when they're meeting new folks that have never been to the area or coming in to produce an article, they can produce a detailed list of partner businesses. And that's important because as we're recommending these businesses through all of our other databases, the work we do in any of our other user groups, that's populating back to the partner record and back to their benefit summary tab. So many of you have heard it before, but the old "what have you done for us lately" tab, well, we want to be able to point to this, and when a partner says, hey, what am I getting here for my dues, or why should I participate? One of the things we could point to is the services tab, and we should be able to say, well, our visitor center recommended your business 500 times. Our sales staff recommended you 50 times, and you were recommended to members of the media 20 times. And again, that's all facilitated through the partner referrals. But it needs to be set up in a way that's efficient for your staff. And for example, the partner referral tool, again, works the same in all the databases. We'll jump around and take a quick look at a few of them. But in consumer, for example, when I have a new leisure traveler on the phone, or he's stopped in and I'm able to collect some information about him, I create his core record, and then we'd come down to build our partner referral. Where the same thing, your team has the opportunity to just search by business name. Maybe they're going to throw in, a quick Applebee's in there. Maybe they're just asked something general so they can use tags. And, again, in my opinion, we should ask the visitor center, what are the top 15 to 20 things they're most commonly being asked for? And we should create those as tags. So if they're asked for barbecue restaurants all the time, they just hit barbecue and they can hit add all. And this add all is on all of the features we've seen so far. They could come down and remove some again, as always, if need be. But tags should be quick and efficient. So those top 15, those top 20. Or, sometimes they get random questions. We could build safe searches out for those as well. So start having your users create a cheat sheet of what they're being asked for. And again, sometimes they might be getting crazy questions, like somebody might once a week be asking for a pet-friendly, non-smoking hotel that has a swimming pool. They want to bring their kids along, they want to bring their dog along. Well, again, we create a saved search off of that. For example, this is searching to only find hotels. Those hotels have to be pet-friendly, so that amenity is set to yes. Their non-smoking amenity is set to yes. And one of their swimming pool amenities are set to yes, indoor or outdoor pool. So most of the safe search is built off the amenity level, but then again, I included a runtime filter of region to make it easy on the visitor center. If they're always getting that question, they can talk to those people and say, okay, well, quickly, where are you staying? And provide them a list of those businesses. And we'll just bring this all the way through here. It's a pretty big list I built. But when I hit next, it pulls all of those businesses in, where we can check off or select the businesses we want to recommend. And when we hit next, it compiles all that great listings information into a nicely formatted, nicely branded message that your visitor center could print out or email to this person. If we were, again, meeting a new meeting planner, maybe we attended a trade show and met these guys and they said, hey, I know nothing about your region. Before I come out to see you, I need a list of your hotels with meeting space. Well, your sales staff should do it this quick. It should be this easy. They come under the account who requested that information. They find their saved search or their tag that has already been created. And I got to find which one I wanted. Maybe we'll just go with properties near convention center, or again, off of a specific tag. So we can quickly build that list and say, I just want to include all those properties and move on with my partner referral, or with my lead, or with my service request. So the search tool works all in the exact same way. And really we're just looking at the change of the filters, the style of those filters. So if you have any other questions, additional questions on how to build leads like we saw in the sales and the tour database for our room night requests, how we build and manage our service requests when we're sending the requests to those service providers, our catering company, meeting facilities, etc., or in building out partner referrals. Partner referrals is a great tool that all of our departments, it's something destinations have always done, but haven't had an efficient way to track it back to the partners that they're referring. So I think it's a great tool that everybody can use. So if you guys have any other questions on any of those things, in addition to the search, keep in mind the knowledge base. Keep in mind the additional webinars, where you found this webinar. There's additional, videos on just about everything we've covered. And SimpleView is always available for more one-on-one calls, more calls with your entire team. So getting together for a, convention sales call for an hour from time to time would probably be pretty valuable. Getting together for a tour and travel call from time to time, and talking maybe about your consumer team and what the folks are doing up in the visitor center. We want to keep talking about these things, but of course we want to make sure you're up to speed on these new updates. So please reach out to us if you have any other questions. Again, these changes will all be going into effect on Monday, August 11th at 12 p.m. Tucson time. Thank you very much.